Good morning, it's Marty the JavaScript party and my buddy Rhett. I've got an almond for Rhett. I don't know if that one looked right. We'll see. She definitely is very picky with her food. She probably rejects 70% of the food that's presented to her, like in her cage. Um, so, anyways, so last I checked, I think we were kind of thinking that there's an issue with, let's see, inspect. Um, that there was a issue with a function that was just running continuously even after uh, the resource it uses disappeared or were deleted. So, and technically, like we're trying to delete it, but as long as there's a reference to it, it um, that actual object won't be deleted in memory. Let's see. So yeah, this animation function, and I don't think we really need to. Oh, I guess we just wanted to see what was going on. Yeah, that's right. So create animations function has it has a reference to this to the renderer, but we tried to see. Yeah, to I don't know why I called it renderers. No, st render. It still has a reference to this. So I think what happens in this is I'm gonna hit. Uh, is it in here? Animation service. This guy right here. And I think what happens is that we get all the way down to here, and then this is where we. Um, well, maybe not. What I can imagine becoming an issue is that like I say like if deleted or whatever, and then I check this and I don't run that the function will still continue to run. But I believe, and I can't be 100% sure, but I believe that when I call this in my rendering service, that is when it registers for it to be run the next time. So maybe it just sort of ends itself, or maybe I'm gonna have to do something else to sort of get it off to not. But the one thing I wanted to leave is this console log so I could tell even if all this stuff was gone, if the function was still being called. And that happens, like everyone likes to believe that the programmer knows everything when they're coding and all that, but you really don't. You optimize away and say, hey, I don't really necessarily need to understand what all this does, and if I write some code and if it works, then hey, it worked. But I did want to kind of leave myself a little something, a little breadcrumb, so that I could be sure that when this is not done. But anyway, so our st renderer right now, the st renderer has a deleted, so we only want to do the stuff in here. Right, we only want to do that in there. So this is going to break more unit tests, or not break, but it's going to reduce coverage. It may even break a unit test. Who knows? It's definitely going to break it, probably from a typing. Like I strongly typed some stuff, and now we've added this deleted, and deleted is required. So that's going to break all the typings, many typings inside of um, the unit tests. Like when we create a whole object. So if it's not deleted, we'll put the little not there. then do this. And what I'm hoping, I guess I should do this. Okay, so we'll also console out the renderer ID. So the renderer ID is undefined. That is weird. I guess we'll just make it the renderer. So ST render ID, I guess maybe I misspelled that because that's kind of hard to read that. See, so it's function one is running. If we add a second one, so function 1 and 9, we're going back and forth. And what we'd like it is when we go to delete one, that the 1 and 9 won't. So you see function 1 is still running even though I deleted the thing. Now we do not have, we aren't doing the deleted flag yet. So what we want to do is where we delete whatever functionality we delete this from. Wrong one. All right, so this thing is calling. You know what? I think we're already in. We're actually making changes in it. So let's see. Come over here to the changes. Okay, so okay, that's the create renderer. Okay. What I care about is the delete renderer. Yeah, so delete. So it does delete the renderer by ID. From the dictionary, but it doesn't matter because there's another reference to it. So can I do this? Start render. I think it was this, right? I think that's the right thing. All right. So let's see what's happening. inspect console add add delete. And so it's number one. So this one is ST. Okay, there, that's easy. Deleted. Okay, so this one is one, and it is ST renderer ID number one. So that one should have been, when I deleted it, should have been true. Let's see. I'm going to start all over. I think I got a little confused there. Add. So we go to our console. We got our 1 and 9, and so this should be number 1. Delete. So something weird happened. So now let's come over here. Just break right there. So the deleted is still true. So I must not have done that right a second ago. All right. True. It seems like that should work. Oh man. Just don't even know. So let's see. Do I have a console log up here? In the constructor. So I'm just looking for a console log that I'll be able to get into the source code to step through. Okay, so there's our constructor. And so what I really want to do is I want to see what happens when I get here. Oops, wrong one. Okay, did we stop in the debugger? What happened? Maybe I didn't. There we go. Yeah, I think I'll keep forgetting that there's like a modal in the way, so you have to do it twice. Okay, so all this is the GL renderer. It is not the, let's see. Yeah, all it is a 3GL renderer. We actually need the whole ST. So when we hit the delete button, we're here. We can actually use this view here, this call stack, to see how it got top. So it ended up coming here from this function. Okay, so this guy, delete renderer item, is in app tabular. Yeah, so it kind of seems like we need to add a little bit more code here. And to call maybe a UI service. Well, maybe this guy has enough information. Well, so this is wrong, right? Because I'm saying delete renderer, and I really want to delete an entire visualization, not delete renderer. So there's like there may be kind of a communication issue here where really what I'm the button is supposed to be deleting the entire visualization. So that is in the tabular component. Let's go to our components. So right here, I don't think this should be delete render ID. I think this is delete um, visualization, right? Yeah. So that's tough. And that is like a self-inflicted wound there. When you click a button, for some reason I had it in my head when we implemented this that we were deleting a renderer, but we are not deleting a renderer. We're deleting a visualization. It's a huge, humongous architectural blunder right there. Um, and sort of that's kind of one of the things that when if the if a team is working together on something and someone makes a blunder like this and then everybody's built work around this blunder, it can be almost impossible to get this back out. So the pressure that's put on the developers the very first time to get it right is just crippling. But anyways, I think this is a good time to sign off. Wow, it's only 8:23, but I'm just not into it today. I don't know what the deal is. It's crazy. But yeah, so next time I'm going to see. I think this is like a full blown. Who knows? Gosh, it's such a bummer. For some reason, I thought when we built this, uh, see, it's like going over. It has all the renders. We're not trying to. Well, render signal. So we have all ST renders, so visualizations. And so what we want is, see this sort of we'll set up the DOM. We'll get the whole visualization up here. And then that is whatever got created here, if we will needs to be deleted when you go to delete it, not the renderer. Man, that's tough. So that's tough. It's going to be like where I'm really trying to make sure that I don't end up with serious problems with the last um, commit. This is like a full blown architectural has architectural implementation in has like it could be impact. It could impact like moving in a like moving everything from one arc. I mean, from like stuff where like I've done work in the previous um, commit for delete to get all this delete stuff working. We found a bug in it. I did not think that that bug would result in an architectural change. And so I thought it would just be logic change. But now that I see that this is actually probably an architectural change, we probably need to restore that and make this part of, like, make sure that we're aware of what the changes were in that while we're making changes in this. So I think I got to think through what to do next. It's weird. I think what I probably want to do next is undo, revert, soft the last commit, see if we get any things here, and then continue to work on figuring out, okay, I think this is supposed to be a delete visualizations, and that may be a lot more complex than deleting a renderer. Anyways, happy coding, everybody. Bye.